So, takeaway was fine. It goes inside too quick though. So the handle has to stay pointed. The front wrist has to remain in the same angle you start with on the takeaway. And I want once you get the takeaway going, this is sort of Ray Floydish inside. Club head gets behind your hands too quick. And you're standing up out of your posture. Now, it's pretty typical for the inside takeaway to result in an over-the-top swing. Because why? Well, the shaft is too flat. You're on a almost parallel to the ground plane. That's too flat a plane. We want the plane to be more parallel to the inclined plane of the shaft. How are you going to do that? Just like I said, keep this angle the same. Keep the angle remaining constant on the takeaway. The end of the shaft should point right to the middle of your chest. Why? Because that's the position that it starts with when you address the ball. All right. And you're coming up. You're standing up out of your posture and you're laid off just a little bit to the left. The shaft's pointing a little too much to the left at the top. No, I want the shaft to point just a little more like that. Now, that'll go away when the takeaway is a little better. That'll go away. You're rolling the face. And you're flattening the plane of the shaft way more than it should be. That's a manipulation with your hands. That's not hard to fix. You're going to have to do this 50 times a day, okay? For another, I don't know, however many days. Lay the shaft at 11 o'clock. Take the club in your hand, turn back, make sure those two shafts are parallel. Do that 50 times a day. Now, if you get stuck and you start doing this, look where the shaft's pointed. It's not pointed in. So this is another way to get the feel. Just stick it into your belly button and turn. Now, you have got to turn your shoulders on a steeper plane. Period. You're coming out of your posture. You cannot afford to come up 6 inches on a backswing. Now, I don't know if that's 6 inches. My 3D technology would tell me exactly how many inches that is, but I don't need to know exactly how many. It's too many. Just turn your shoulders on a tilted plane. Keep the handle pointed in toward your body. That's what I want you to practice. Now, is that the swing thought you want for the golf course? Maybe if you can ingrain that pattern, your pre-shot routine should incorporate this movement pattern. I want the shaft to set on a vertical plane. I do not want you to do this anymore. Now, let's look from face on. All I care about is where your upper body is. Are you... Alright, there you are. Now, Matthew, you notice how you move off the ball. That's why you're inconsistent. Why does your head move 6 inches? Because your shoulders turn on a baseball plane. This golf is not played on a plane parallel to the ground. The shoulders turn on an inclined plane perpendicular to your spine. If I stand upright at 90 degrees and turn my shoulders, they should turn on a 45-degree angle to my spine. If I bend 45 degrees, my shoulders should be perpendicular to my spine. Roughly. Now, you've got a cervical limitation. Your neck is tight. So, you notice how your head turns when you turn your shoulders? How come mine doesn't do that? Right. Now, bend forward and practice tilting your shoulders more. Yes, that's how your shoulders should turn. All right. There's no way to be good and consistent. There's no way to be consistent with that much shifting. Now, suggestion: put a piece of white tape on your mirror at home. Cross your arms so your hands are made an X. Your arms make an X on your shoulders. Turn 50 of those a day. Now you got 100 movements. Well, that might take you 40 minutes. Well, it's better than sitting around eating in front of the TV or Facebook or whatever else. Just practice turning. So, What is the net effect of this? The net effect is your head is moving the width of your head, which is 6 inches or more. And where are you at impact, my friend? You're right. So you can't hit down on it. There's no way to hit down when you're here. You can only hit up and hit it then. So what are we trying to do? I want you to stay stacked over the ball. How do you do that? You got to get more tilt. That's it. That's the whole lesson.